Thanks, Frank. Results are pouring in as the polls closed just an hour ago. Let's go take a look at the Onondaga County Board of Elections website right behind me. We have the results, the most updated ones right here for the mayoral candidates. As you can see, 18% of the votes have been counted here in Syracuse already. Juanita Perez-Williams, she just took second place right before your eyes. The company causing much of the pollution here at Onondaga Lake might have to pay for 100% of the damages. The Onondaga County Legislature will vote on this decision on Monday. The New York State Assembly is working to provide more training to combat human trafficking. A law proposed in Albany this weekend would require hotel workers to undergo training to better spot the signs of human trafficking. We have some breaking news right now. Linda Brown, the girl at the center of the Brown versus Board of Education case, has died. A spokesperson says Brown passed away Sunday in Topeka, Kansas. Rocksteady Boxing will continue to fight Parkinson's disease, no matter how many punches it will take. All you have to do is come over here, put down your favorite gingerbread house with its number, and put it in the submission box. President Trump declared earlier today that the U.S. will, quote, not stand for North Korea threatening America.
It's the first basketball game in the Syracuse season tonight, and although it's 20 degrees, you would have no idea by the size of the crowd that's lining up tonight. Those Syracuse students and family members are trying to get inside for the best seat that they possibly can. Reporting live from the Carry Dome, Elissa Candiotti.
Vote them out! Vote them out!
Chants echoed through the streets of Syracuse as more than 1,000 people gathered for the March for Our Lives rally.
This is what democracy looks like!
Protesters of all different walks of life marched a mile-long route with one common goal in mind.
What do we want? Gun control! When do we want it?
I think that this march can not only address the nationwide issue of mass shootings, but could also address the issue of gun violence in our own communities.
That's why a Janesville DeWitt High School freshman showed her support after experiencing a recent school threat herself.
It was a week after the Parkland shooting. It was just so scary to just be sitting in a room thinking I could die right now.
Rachel and other students were told to stay in place while police investigated threatening graffiti in the girls' bathroom. The threat was determined non-specific, but that same fear is also felt by students younger than Bronstein.
She's 8, I'm 12. I do think I'll definitely remember this day for the rest of my life.
As likely will all the participants who walked through Clinton Square for the national movement.
Many people here today are aware that March 24th could be an historic moment in history. However, they're also aware it could be a very long road ahead.
President Trump has proposed the idea of arming teachers in order to combat mass shootings in schools. And on this day, some led counter-protests to defend their gun rights. But the students here in Syracuse are remaining positive about the change that the March for Our Lives could bring.
Today is the day that shooting stops and student voices are finally heard.
We want change!
Elissa Candiotti, NCC News.
Peyton Sefik is one of the most renowned athletes in the nation for his sport, a sport that most people don't know much about.
1, 2, 3, united!
It's been instrumental in my life just to, show me that I don't really have limits when it comes to what I want to do.
Peyton Sefik has been playing power soccer for 14 years, and he's one of the best in the country.
My friends don't like playing with me because I get so salty.
He was born with arthrogryposis, a physical disability that affects joints in his arms and legs. But Peyton has never let that slow him down. Peyton proved that to be true while competing in the 2017 Power Soccer World Cup in Florida.
In a substitution for the United States, Peyton Sefik.
Training began back in 2015 for the 12-member team. Peyton says the commitment was one worthwhile.
I've had a few months since the World Cup, and I'm still thinking about it every day. And I don't see that, fading away anytime soon.
Here at his home, special ramps help Peyton get around. They also reflect his life attitude of always moving upward and onward.
That's why he drives to the Fitness Inclusion Network in Syracuse each week to organize ways for other people with disabilities to play sports.
Just because they seem to be at a disadvantage doesn't necessarily mean they are at one. The biggest thing to think about is the individual that's, at the forefront. Whatever makes us happy is what we are pulled towards. So that doesn't change if you have a disability, invisible or not.
Go, 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 yeah!
If you see me and I'm, tooling around in my chair, it's Peyton. It's not a guy in a wheelchair.
Elissa Candiotti, NCC News.
Meals on Wheels.
The delivery men at Meals on Wheels in Syracuse fear that these daily routes will become a lot less common. Just last week, President Donald Trump proposed a new budget plan that would cut major funding from the organization, which concerns customers like Kathleen Carlin.
Sometimes I can't fix my own meals, so the doctor recommended I get Meals on Wheels, which is a good thing.
But this good thing could face a major blow next year. Trump's new plan could cut $3 billion from the block grant that funds Meals on Wheels. Volunteer Antonis Gianio says there's one solution to this potential problem.
Donald Trump should see it all and come down here and meet people.
Although frustrated, Community Relations Director Michael Nortman says some positive change has come from Trump's plans.
Nationwide donations and volunteers have increased because of the publicity.
These volunteers help Syracuse Meals on Wheels deliver 850 meals each day, and just last year they delivered 215,000 meals in the community. As the volunteers here today chop away and pack up meals to go, they assure their customers Meals on Wheels isn't packing up anytime soon. Elissa Candiotti, NCC News.
Holiday season is in full swing, which means it's time for hot chocolate, hot toys of the year, and of course, a ton of hot topics to discuss tonight. I'm your host, Elissa Candiotti. The Times says federal prosecutors got a search warrant after getting a referral from special counsel Mueller, but the search does not appear to be directly related to the Russia investigation. Cohen says the search is inappropriate and unnecessary. Facebook users can now see if their data was compromised by Cambridge Analytica. The social media site has sent alerts to the 87 million accounts affected by the data breach. The GOP's long-awaited tax bill will advance to the Senate floor following a party-line vote in the Senate Budget Committee. The bill will cut tax rates for businesses and individuals by the end of the year. Disney Channel just made history with its first LGBT storyline on its drama series, Andy Mack. The episode features one of Andy's friends saying that he has feelings for a male classmate. An event providing free HIV screening on campus was canceled today. In her opening speech, she advocated for the importance of storytelling. Belle has been a huge supporter of the #MeToo and Time's Up movements. The cast of Disney's 2019 reboot of The Lion King has finally been announced. The cast list was released last week and came with some big surprises. Jay-Z got the most nods with 8 nominations, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year. I'm Elissa Candiotti. Have a great night, Syracuse.